So we watched Scooby Doo again, the second one.
But actually, the first one, from our perspective, as a small child, doesn't make any sense because it definitely says Scooby Doo 2 in the title, but whatever. Apparently, we were not very
Smart.
perceptive.
Didn't realize that Scooby Doo 2
Scooby Doo
means
2,
the second.
It must be the first one.
But this one was for me, it was overall more scary compared to the first one.
Terrifying.
There was
I'm just on the edge of my seat the whole time. I almost pissed my pants at least like 10 times. I was like, man, I gotta go potty.
I gotta go potty, man.
Pee-pee.
I literally shat myself when watching the movie again. Yep.
That must smell.
Yeah, it does.
Good thing we're not in the same room. Illusion broken.
Fuck.
Today we're reviewing the McDonald's hamburger.
The cheese. Oh, actually, there's a part in the film where there's just a KFC sponsorship, and then later they talk about KFC, but we watched it with subtitles, and it says Burger King for some reason.
What?
What happened?
I don't know. Maybe like Netflix was just like they were subtitling and they just couldn't get I don't even know how it would work. I don't know why anyone would care about the rights just to say KFC in the subtitles.
Yeah, there must
be something going on there, or maybe the guy doing the subtitles is just deaf.
Yeah. He's just lip syncing.
Maybe he said Burger King there.
Yeah, Burger King fast food. Must be
KFC,
must be
same
right.
thing.
There was too many rats that jumped into the KFC deep fryer, so they wanted to.
Oh, God damn it!
They didn't want to associate with KFC anymore.
Scooby Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed. It's the sequel.
The sequel to the greatest movie of all time.
Does it surpass the original?
Ooh, that is it's hard because they don't have Rowan Atkinson.
Oh, true.
They don't have Isla Fisher's face.
I think the first one's definitely better. Isla Fisher having Rowan Atkinson. I mean, yeah, definitely unironically better.
Yeah.
I still enjoyed this one, except it's like super, like it's like even more just like
silly
kids movie than the last time.
Yeah, it is.
It's still a fun movie, but like still.
They just try to redo the same classic Scooby Doo formula
with dance numbers. Got to get the dance numbers in there.
Yeah. The three most important things in this movie is dancing, drip,
dancing, drip, and depression,
and psychoanalysis. Yeah.
Psychoanalysis, yeah.
The fourth one.
It's a very philosophical film. I liked the direction that they took. It's very thoughtful. You really get inside the heads of the characters. I won't elaborate further.
It's literally what happens. I was going to say, should we do a plot summary? But Monsters Unleashed, it's pretty much, that's just the movie.
It's just a Scooby Doo episode. I mean, you know what happens, right?
Yeah.
Like, Scooby Doo gang, there's a monster, and they got to search up for clues to who the monster is, and there's a bunch of culprits. And then at the end, it will be revealed it's one of the most obvious culprits.
All along. I didn't see it coming. But
also two of them.
It was two.
This time.
Two of them. Spoilers.
It was two of them at the same time.
Girl from, I forgot the actor's name, but
Alicia Silverstone.
Alicia Silverstone, who plays in Clueless. And Ned, the cameraman Ned.
The cameraman Ned. But Alicia Silverstone was secretly mad scientist Jonathan Jacobo.
Yes,
who
that's
perished after a foiled prison escape many moons ago.
Yeah, he's supposed to be this. He's the pterodactyl monster, and he loves to fly around in this really goofy pterodactyl suit.
Back in his heyday, he's indistinguishable from a pterodactyl.
Yeah, he literally was a pterodactyl.
Although somehow he's developed a way to create actual monsters. So
that's what happens.
Okay.
And they use What is it? Random. What was it?
Randomonium.
Randomonium.
Might as well have been called MacGuffin and Modium.
Yeah.
This masterful plot only serves to serve as a vehicle for the character study of our favorite Mystery Incorporated, who just undergo some insane arcs here. I mean, you got Shaggy and Scooby. They're like, man, we're like losers, man. And then they like want to be like less losery, and then they've become less losery in the end.
Yeah, they realize their self-worth.
Velma, she thinks she's a nerd who's no good for relationships, but then Daphne's like, yes, you are. And then she comes to realize that.
She goes through an identity crisis. All of them do, yeah.
And then Fred undergoes existential depression.
He just becomes depressed, yeah. There's a scene where he's
depressed.
They're reminiscing about the past when the gang wasn't hated by the general public. Here the media twists their words, literally. and he becomes depressed.
Society moment.
Yeah, society moment.
And then Daphne just acts like she's like a psychiatrist in this movie. Ninja drip psychiatrist.
She's just
always wearing the
everyone.
Most fashionable outfits. She helps everyone through it. Except for Shaggy and Scooby, who's Velma's like I wanted to be you guys, and then they're like, man, we're the heroes now.
Woohoo! I cried like 3 times at how it emotionally resonated deep inside me.
Bawling the whole movie.
You were bawling?
Very touched.
Why were you bawling? Went to the court and shut up some threes.
Shooting some moves. Fuck.
When bawling,
you caught me.
I gotcha. There's so many funny moments that are just everywhere. It's why it's enjoyable. Just some like.
I mean, yeah, it is. It's pretty fun. I mean, you can just sit back and just like turn your brain off, and if you watch it as a kid, it's like a big nostalgia fest as well.
Yeah.
Just like the first one.
You read some reviews. What do they say like about it again for this film?
That it was worse than the first one.
And
that it was like,
yeah,
only kids will enjoy this film.
That might be the
Classic
position.
Adults.
Yeah, adults. Because I
don't understand. I don't understand good movies. Martin Scorsese. What?
The Irishman will like
Scorsese just like
fall asleep.
He probably wouldn't get this movie.
No, he wouldn't call it cinema. It is cinema. I mean, I think that review has a point because we did both watch this movie when we were young, and there is that. There's a bit of
eye rolling going on in this movie, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, in the last movie, like I was sort of on the wavelength, but I was like mostly on the wavelength.
You weren't feeling it this movie?
No, sometimes it's just too much.
It was too much.
Just too much.
No way. It was too much for you.
Okay, just kidding. 10 out of 10, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. You had me.
Here.
You got us. You got us in the first half.
We're done.
Yeah, they do. They really play into the jokes and like nearly too much. I do like that because it's so goofy. It's just for me. It's so stupid.
I really enjoyed watching the movie. Of course, it's really silly and it goes by like super quickly. So I mean, there are some pretty good jokes. There's also some
shitty ones.
Other jokes.
Yeah, but the shitty ones, it's like they're so bad and like just cringe.
They're kind of so bad it's good.
Yeah, in some ways, I just kind of laugh at that aspect of it, that it was able to go through however many drafts of a script and then make it onto the screen. It's so funny. Let's talk about the like what I liked about the movie is some of the monsters. There's a bunch of different monsters, and some of them are so goofy looking.
It was the greatest monster designs of all time. There's this zombie guy, and he's got like
his eyes
popping out of his head. He should have his own movie. He was fantastic.
Yeah,
he just walks around like just doing this fucking stupid face, and it just like he like I don't know, he vomits on someone. That's about the most evil thing he does.
Yeah.
But aside from that, he just walks around looking stupid, and it's fantastic.
Yeah. And then there was the Black Knight, was just this ghost tonight, dude.
Black Knight was great. Like, I love the scene where Shaggy and Scooby are trying to like barricade the door, and then he comes in and he just starts giving
helps
them
him
a
out.
hand.
Yeah. And they're just, and Shaggy to his face is just like, oh, thanks, man.
Thank you. It's
Thanks.
like, you're welcome. I thought it was pretty funny.
Then some self-aware moments as well. There's also a moment where Shaggy, like, they're having a moment in this their old clubhouse, and then Shaggy's just like
they're going through a montage without us, man.
yeah, literally what was happening in the film to that point. That's right. Self-aware. There's those moments where you'll like it that I liked a lot. There's also the scariest monster in the movie is fucking scuba diving man who comes out from the lake.
Yep.
The harpoon.
Literally, I think that's when you shat your pants.
That's the moment.
I was
did you hear
pissing
it?
all over the place. It's just like
you just get, imagine that's your reaction, just like fucking popping off. The fuck, but that oh my god, holy fuck. Yeah.
Riley, pause the movie for a moment, please.
Yeah.
I just need to go to the bathroom.
Just give me a sec. Oh fuck.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. I'm just a man and I just like sit in my shit.
I'm just a man. He's too scary. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, he is scary. As a kid, that genuinely scared me. I was scared by that because he came out in this way. But watching it back is so funny when you're like, most movies that you watch as a kid and you're scared of, you can come back to and just laugh. Laugh at it. There's not too many off topic, but a movie that
I reckon Coraline would still scare me though.
Exactly. Exactly what I was going to say. Coraline is
Terrifying
that one movie that's still terrifying. So creepy.
Fucking Jeez. Coraline.
I bet everyone who watched Coraline at around our age had the same experience. I think I've talked to so many people.
Could barely even like watch it. Just I had my eyes closed with the whole thing.
Yeah, really? Actually, yeah.
It was too scary.
I was dying. What the story when I watched it was my mate's birthday, and like we went to see it in the cinema. There was like a couple of us, and we were young. I don't know, probably 9 or 10 or something, maybe around there. I don't know. Was it that or was it something like that? And and we're like everyone was freaking out. They looked genuinely like I think someone started crying. It was too much. And then we all simultaneously
fucking crying.
Crying. I bet the fucking filmmakers feel good about that, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Causing trauma.
I mean, they made a good movie, so they should feel good about it. It's just
it is a great movie.
Tormented the lives of children everywhere.
Yeah.
You bring it up with anyone. Coraline, oh,
fuck.
God.
At least 2 weeks of nightmares from that movie.
2 weeks, kid stuff. But at least a year.
Nick had a year of nightmares.
Pissed the bed every night.
Legit pissed the bed. I shat the bed.
Explosive.
Yeah. But yeah, Scooby Doo does not do that. Scooby Doo does the opposite.
What do you mean? It was terrifying.
It was terrifying as a kid, but when you come back to it, you go, oh wait, this is actually goofy as fuck.
Movie's super goofy.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, I wouldn't expect it to be anything else.
Unless you're like one of those, I think we mentioned it last time, but one of those avid
losers,
fans or losers who doesn't like.
You're a loser who doesn't like unlosery movies.
Yeah, lame.
Sound like Fred in the movie.
Yeah, you're getting influenced.
Something that Fred would say.
Unlosery.
I think Coolsville sucks.
There was like a scene where the media constantly take a line that he says out of context.
Interviews out of context.
Yeah. So I think he said something along the lines of, you're probably going to say, mix, I don't know, like record that I think Coolsville sucks. And then they just take the,
it's like,
wait, don't record that.
Don't record that.
Yeah. I love that bit. So you didn't like this movie as much. What were the eye rolling moments that you didn't really like about it?
I don't know. I kind of eye rolled at the dance sequences. I was like, they kind of just I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, but why? Why are they in this movie?
I don't know. No one knows.
Just to pad the time.
Yeah, probably. That half a script.
It was a pretty decent dance scene, I guess.
Yeah. As far as dance scenes go.
It's just like something that happens in the movie. I just don't understand why it's in there.
They go to the underground club where all the bad guys hang out. And they go as like SD McCrawley and Scooby Doo McCrawley and fucking Shaggy SR something. And Scooby has an afro.
Dripped out in the gangster wear.
They're dripped out in their gangster wear. It's so good.
Shaggy's got like a gold chain and like this like a leprechaun suit.
Yeah, exactly. And a golden tooth.
Golden tooth.
Super dripped out. And then Scooby just starts a dance number, as you said. And then they get discovered and they jump out into the trash chute. As
you do. Oh, that reminds me of, I think the funniest bit is like the super red herring villain, like Patrick, who just goes around doing like some super sus stuff. Like interrogating people outside the bar.
Yeah.
Or when he meets Velma in like this mine shaft where he totally shouldn't be. He's just like, I'm just trying to help you solve the mystery.
And he says it like
trying
10
to help
times.
you solve the mystery. I'm just here trying to solve the mystery.
Yeah.
Where else would I be trying to solve the mystery? And then he's just innocent. He just acts super sus the whole movie.
Yeah.
It's great.
I didn't even realize because he pushes Velma, like he saves Velma from falling off a ledge, and then he pushes her at like, it seems like she's pushing her off the ledge, but he's trying to save her from the pterodactyl. And I thought, I didn't realize
he's
that.
The bad guy. Oh, no, he's not the bad guy.
He's not the bad guy, actually. Vaguely resembles Justin Timberlake as a joke I made during the movie.
He does not.
Yeah, he does. The hair, yeah, totally.
No, he does. Okay, sure.
Yeah. And they do mention Justin Timberlake in the movie in some sort of joke, which is kind of funny, I thought.
It's probably in the dance sequence.
He's one of the extras. He's just in the back. He's secretly the biggest fan.
Oh, hey, Justin Timberlake. What's up, guys? I'm in the movie. Woo!
Everybody.
Yep, that's my favorite JT song. Backstreet's Back.
Backstreet's. Oh, wait, never mind. Whoops. What about Mirror? He plays Mirrors. I mixed up all the bands.
Mixed up the boy bands.
They're fucking all the same. Come on, give me a break.
Thankfully, there's less like bad 2000s rock in this movie.
It's more R&B, this movie. It's an R&B movie. Fucking dance. And at the end as well, they got the credits dance scene where everyone's dancing. But I say that's pretty cinematic.
How else to end your movie and then everyone just goes down like they've got like a bunch of extras like raising their hands or something, and then the main cast goes down doing like some quirky dance moves. Looks like they're graduating from primary school.
Primary school graduation. Final disco night. Unrelated again, but like fucking primary school. I don't know if anyone else relate to this, but the primary school disco nights, like they'll just play some whatever the popular generic
Cotton
song
Eye
was. Yeah, Cotton Eye Joe or something. And everyone would just dance by jumping up and down on the spot. Just constantly.
Deep cat, Nacho, jump.
Last night was like a movie. Fuck. And then there was always at our school we had this like, it was always these parents DJs, like these parents who were secretly like, I don't know, there'll be like a plumber of one of the kids, but also do DJing for some reason.
DJ by night.
Yeah. Like every dad was a DJ for some reason. That's so weird.
Alter ego. Hitting up the club scene.
Hitting up the clubs.
I had to do a choreographed dance to What Does the Fox Say in front of the entire school.
No way.
My entire year had to do it. I'm not kidding.
That's so fucking funny.
It was the most awkward thing of all time.
How do you dance to that song?
It was like when flash mobs were popular, but it wasn't really a flash mob. It was just like all right, everybody, come out. Year 6 has got something to show you. It was terrible.
How did you like explain to me how you dance to that song. I don't understand. Do you just pretend to be the animals that they're talking about?
I guess. I don't remember the specific dance moves. It was too long ago. I just remember feeling really embarrassed.
Rightfully so. I think anyone would feel like that. When my mental state starts declining, I'll probably start hearing the shit from that song. That's what I imagine schizophrenics go through.
Damn.
That was too much.
They just ponder what the fox says. That's how they came up with the inspiration for the film.
It's super dark. Super dark. Talking about dark humor. I actually this might not be relevant for the podcast, but anyway, I'll just say it. I went to a James Blunt concert last night.
What?
Do you know James Blunt? Yeah. James.
You're beautiful.
You're beautiful.
You're beautiful.
It was
true.
Exactly. And he went to Freiburg.
It's the only song he ever made.
Yeah. That was like most people only knew that. But he turns out he goes to this town, and yesterday was 36 fucking degrees, and we're in a tent.
Yeah.
This tent, and it was 36 degrees, so I was sweating my ass off when everyone else was there. But James Blunt was there, and he honestly, good job. He did a good performance. I don't listen to him personally.
Singing the one song.
I knew the one song. Yeah. Just sang "You're Beautiful" like for 2 hours.
You're beautiful.
You're beautiful. But like from what I've seen of him, he was on Australian TV, like doing, I don't know, I think he did X Factor or some shit.
Yeah, I think he did X Factor. I remember watching that. My mum made us watch that.
Yeah, same.
Oh man, if you've been on X Factor, I don't know where your career's going.
Yeah. Yeah, who knows what's happening there they need to save their career desperately. Yeah. But he's good though. He's good. And like I'm used to him being family friendly because of those shows. But during the show he was like saying all this dark humor, all this dark shit. Like and like fucking swearing like a shit ton. It was just, I found that hilarious because I did not expect that from him. I don't know.
Was it like funny dark humor, or was it just saying edgy things that were like really cringy?
No, it was pretty funny. He was talking about COVID and how he's with his mother-in-law and that now she's no longer with us. It's pretty funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he's got to fill in the stand-up bits in between playing his one song on repeat. So it's understandable.
All right, for my next one. I know this is a favorite of you guys because I just played it.
All right, go back to the comedy segment.
Yeah, it's a stand-up comedian.
And somehow link this back to Scooby Doo.
What if James Blunt was one of the villains?
What if James Blunt was in the movie? I was saying it would have been funny if just like a random celebrity cameoed.
Yeah.
It's like, who's the villain? Matt Damon.
It's Matt No way.
No way, it's Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
What the fuck?
Freaking Matt Damon's in the movie.
And then you pull off the mask again. Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck. Just the whole cast from Good Will Hunting. Like the end bit where he's pulling off the masks, right? Villain is revealed. Just continually does that until the end of time.
Yeah, continually pulling off masks. Just spend $1 billion on celebrity cameos just for a gag that get old in 5 seconds.
Yeah. Just push it to its
like when
limits.
Brad Pitt randomly shows up in Deadpool 2. You know?
Yeah, that's right.
With the fucking electric, like the invisible guy.
Yeah, that was so good. Oh, we need to talk about another Shaggy does Tren again in this movie.
He doesn't even need Tren. He just needs to like think hard, and then his muscles just be like,
it's just like fucking popping off.
But yeah, fortunately he stoops down, takes Tren, and then promotes it to children. I can't believe they do this.
Promote the Tren to the kids.
I mean, that scene's pretty great when they just transform into a bunch of crap. I wish that went on a bit longer and they had like some more goofy stuff that went on. Yeah, because it was only like, oh, Scooby's a weird monster. Shaggy turns into a woman. Shaggy gets buff. Scooby gets smart. Yay.
Yay. And then
it was pretty funny back. Though.
It was actually. They just become completely different. Have the secret.
Should have stayed as buff Shaggy for the rest of the movie.
That would have been amazing.
He just fights the villain. 1v1.
There's a fucking sick action sequence like how Velma, not Daphne,
Daphne.
sorry.
It suplexes the bad guy.
John Cena.
Just turns into WWE.
Yeah. Randy Orton. RKO.
Let's call.
Don't drink glowing stuff.
Don't drink glowing stuff.
Then he proceeds to do it.
It's the message of this film. Drink glowing stuff and you'll become buff.
Maybe you should.
No, well, just ingest. I'm sure it was just chicken, broccoli, and rice in the container.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just blended chicken, broccoli, and rice. Chicken. Drinks it just blows up. That's what Chris Hemsworth takes. He's all natty. He just works harder than you.
That must be why. He's just
yeah. He's got a $5,000 exercise ball.
He's actually when he does like hammer curls, he uses the Thor hammer, so that's why he's so big, because it's fucking
Thor hammer, of course.
Yeah. So
yeah, and he does it on the exercise ball because that adds more gains.
Yeah, he's floating on one toe while doing it, balancing. Imagine we just seriously talk about like men's body image and fucking Tren turns into this.
Turns into more plates, more dates.
More plates, more dates.
Sup, guys? Derek, more plates, more dates.com.
.com.
There's this clip I saw of The Rock, and he's like, yeah, I'm working out on Sunday. It's the reason for my success. No one else works out on Sunday.
They can't come up with anything better
to put in.
I can't believe, and they say it somewhat seriously, right? Like, oh yeah, I do it on Sundays.
Yeah, it's, I don't know. Some of the things they say with a straight face is just I just can't believe it.
It's crazy.
I guess you can get away with anything if you say it confidently.
Yeah, as long as you're fairly famous and if you're buff, then people will just start believing whatever you say and how you got buff.
I mean, some of the videos they posted on Men's Health are just like comedy sketches, basically. Just like comically buff celebrities doing the most ineffective exercises of all time.
What are some of the exercises that they do?
I've forgotten, but there's some, it's like stupid, like the really dumbest things.
Yeah,
you have to rewatch some of the videos. There was something I remember it's like, I think it was Kumail Nanjiani. He had like this thing called the power plate.
The power plate.
Yeah, it was like a super expensive piece of equipment. He steps on it, and I don't know, it like vibrates or something.
There's fucking infomercials about like burn all your fat in 30 minutes. That's just what he did to get massive.
Yeah,
he steps on a vibration
like
thing.
This is the secret to his massive gains.
Oh my god, it's so silly. The only one, Men's Health did one on Henry Cavill, but that looked Henry Cavill, I believe, is natural.
The Henry Cavill one, he actually recommends like good exercises.
Yeah, it's like, oh wait, this seems like an actual workout that I've seen and can do. Rather than.
And then there was another one recently with an actor from The Boys.
Yeah,
his name's Chase Crawford, and he's just like, oh yeah, these are some good effective compound movements. I was like, oh, what?
He said compound movements. He actually
pull ups, bench press.
Where's the weird
squats?
What?
I don't believe it.
Not the shitty like thing where they hold the two ropes and start like swinging it around, like CrossFit shit.
That's how you get the gains. That's the secret. That's why all of us can't do it.
Yeah,
they're just on the ropes. This has gotten a little bit off topic.
Well, I think it's interesting enough. It's relevant, and Shaggy took Tren.
Relevant to buff Shaggy. Yeah, where's his Men's Health video?
Shaggy's Men's Health video. He's like, yeah, man, I
eat 10,000 Scooby snacks
all the time
with my chicken, broccoli, and rice.
He has the fastest metabolism, but he's underneath it all. He's of course the strongest man alive.
3 sets of 10 running away from spooky monsters
every day.
Did that every day.
When Shaggy said, like, this is like the scariest day of my life, second to every other day of my life. Felt bad for him.
Poor guy.
Poor guy's suffering.
They're always the ones that get chased around by the monsters,
Yeah.
Everyone else, they're off finding clues in safe places away from the monsters, but Shaggy and Scooby, nah, They're putting their lives on the line.
Every
They're getting
time.
chased around, almost getting killed. I mean, you know, they're the real heroes.
It's so inspirational. Makes me feel like I can be taken seriously for once. So
I'm inspired by them.
How many Scooby snacks out of 10 do you rate the movie?
At least a zoinks. I mean, you know, if you watch this movie as a kid and, you know, you get nostalgic for it, I think you'd still have fun because it is a fun movie. But I mean, if you're not and you're like really grumpy all the time, you'd probably be rolling your eyes constantly.
Yeah.
So it depends.
Depends if
It's
you
not like
suck.
it's a bit worse than the first one, I think. I think the first one has a bit more replay value like as an adult, but I still enjoyed it. So I'd give it like a 6 or a 7 Scooby snacks.
6 or 7.
I still had fun, so
Yeah.
I don't see why it doesn't like it's a kids movie, so I don't know why the reviews were so scathing. I mean, it's just it's a fun kids movie, and I think it should have been reviewed as such, but apparently not.
Perfect. Exactly. I don't need to add to that again.
Just repeat exactly what I said.
Okay, so yeah, I think it was like... Congratulations, you made it to the end of the episode. Thanks to Morgan for producing the music for today, and we'll see you in the next one.